Now, the other point would be another possibility is Mary Bell ain't contacted me because she did something to Patrick, right? See, Patrick is the proof I got her pregnant, right? Okay, if she didn't want my child, and I would have feared her wanting to abort it if I got her pregnant anyway. Now, if you ever seen the movie Kroll, one of the characters was called the Widow of the Web. But the reason she was the Widow of the Web is she killed her child with uh, the old man who uh, the king, the new king, went to get help. I know. Who came after the girl was taken and kidnapped, right? By the beast, by the beast. Well, the reason she was the widow of the web is she had killed their child after he was born, right? I also know women can kill children, right? And see, Mary Bell, after all this, hasn't confirmed or denied or given any proof that Patrick is or isn't my son. That's not normal after all this time. I don't even know what happened to them afterwards, right? That's why I'm going over a rational chain and telling you I'm still in Georgia and never left Georgia. And even Molly Z, like I showed you, had to come to me, right? I don't travel that far. Not saying with enough money or enough resources I couldn't, right? But I don't have the resources right now, or either. So either the last one around Patrick is Mary Bell, because she's the mom, right? Or again, both Mary Bell and Scott Pat are missing, and the last one around them is Scott, right? I don't know. I just ain't seen hide or hair, and she's either hiding from me because she murdered Patrick, right? Allegedly. Gotta throw that one in. Gotta throw that one in. Can't prove it, but the boy is either mine or Scott's, right? That's the problem, right? And someone's still denying it. It's either her or Scott, right? And yes, Scott would see the boy, but he wouldn't be the last person to see him. That would still be Maribel. But it's the whole point, Maribel. Religious people don't read the Bible that has sex in it, right? They lie about it. But King David and Bathsheba is the ultimate adultery story. And there it is. The king takes another man's wife and sees her naked and sins for her. Because he ain't dumb either. Even though he's a peeping Tom, she knows she's the only woman in Israel bathing naked where the king can see her too. I know. I smell a conspiracy to have sex with the king there too. Just as much as the king saw her bathing naked, she's also the only one in Israel bathing naked where the king can see her in her yard. Oh, don't see me, king. I'm not bathing naked in my yard. Not talking to you, effing king right now. 2 to tango. No, right. One's in the battlefield. Now, also, is it shortly after they went to battle too, right? Another problem is whose child is it she has or conceives, right? Is it King David's or Uriah? Because, see, only one child of King David's died, right? the firstborn with Bathsheba, right? But he's also willing to kill the dad, right? Uriah, I'm sorry. Did I say dad? Did I say dad? Or, Uriah. Now, there's a test, I told you. That if you think your wife committed adultery with another man, it's called the test of jealousy. He already knew she's married to another man, so this is supposed to be, though, done once. If numbnuts, and I have to call him a numbnuts, tried to do the test for 7 days with the child, he killed the child because it involves dust from the tabernacle. Well, dust in the tabernacle would also accumulate in the woman's milk, right? And what would kill the child is the dust is just like sand, right? It's got little glass particles in it. If those glass particles get into the child's intestines, it cuts them up, right? As the child's digesting the milk. If you do it for 7 days, you basically are aborting the child just in case it ain't yours. That's what we're looking at here, though. If Mary Bell don't want Patrick to be mine, I have the bigger problem, not Scott. Not Scott. And see, again, they would know first. That's why I'm asking questions, Scott, not accusing. I don't know. But are you the last person to see Patrick alive besides Mary Bell? Then you better say something, brother, because they don't know that either. And if he murdered my son because he's my son, you would know first, right? And Mary Bell, not me at all still, right? One of you knows he's not his son. Two, I don't know still, right? Did you make her call me, though? Or did she call me on her own volition? That's a question, sir. Somebody made her call me, though, if it is her reluctancy to do so, right? She does seem a little reluctant, don't she? She does seem to be making excuses when she knows I use the Bible. Though I jokingly asked her to shave one time, right? Her vagina area. Yeah, she easily got offended by that, too. Why? It's not an unusual request nowadays. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not as crazy as she wants to make it out to be nowadays. And see, she can manipulate both Justine and Lenora and any Filipino girl to be with me. I wouldn't even try, I know, to be with them, right? I know. Well, Christabel was acting weird. Like she was trying to find me a girlfriend. Right? What that all about? And she's engaged to this man named Sean, right? And I'm Shane here, Shane, you know. Wonder. We're both Irish, by the way. You're both Irish. I'm the dark Irish, he's the light Irish. Exactly. And then she's freaking out about seeing me. Do you know what attempted murder means, right? For one of the two witnesses from Jerusalem. She can't kill you. Nope. Kill him. See, destiny raises me from the dead, right? But not necessarily Patrick, right? He's just a 3 or 4-year-old boy. And last I talked to her. She called me before, around the time he turned 3 anyway. I know. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I hope he made it past 4, Mary Bell. No, he did. But the only way someone can be with me is if their boyfriend prompts them to do it. I don't prompt anyone to do nothing. And I'm trying to wait for the right girl, but that's still anyone who wants to be with me, right? It has to come to my house, though. But you gotta be the right age, I know. Or you're lying. But see, that's amnesia, right? And both moms are in the house, right? With the two 12 or 11-year-olds, right? And then the other time was with Jesse's sister, right? Back at 44 Harley Drive, right? But she's coming around on my birthday, and I'm wondering what she up to. And she's sleeping with an older man first, then comes down to me, and then goes up to Joey. And I guess Joey's the only one to have sex with her. No, she's not a virgin, right? Right. Why she doing all that around me, around you? Because I would tell her the same thing. And make her be on top too, right? For her first time. For her first time. And she's doing something. No, she's doing something. She's up to something. No, she's up to something. And like her, like all women, I care about her, but I don't know what's going on. Same with Connie, right? With Connie, it involves the Ouija board, and there's a witch board out that year. We're trying to contain. And that's between her, Brian, and me, I guess. Right? Now, Junior knew. She was with me when it happened, right? He told me to go find her if the Ouija board said to go find her. I went and found her, right? But Brian was trying to get back with her. They had broken up because he cheated on her, right? And I just asked her to the dance on Friday. And, well, see, the only one who could talk to her about it after that, because she freaked out when she found out. But there again, right? And I tried to stay away from her because she freaked out, right? But there again, the Ouija board was trying to not let her and Brian get together, you know what I mean? Right? Even Junior might can see that, right? But would she? But all I know is this, right? Okay, around the same time, it just suddenly stops. I stop seeing her, and her whole family kind of moves away, and because the Ouija board made us do it. There you go. hmm Probably with Junior's interpretation of it too, right? But Shane didn't cheat on you. Shane didn't cheat on her. The Ouija board knew that. I know. And Shane would never really cheat on you, right? I know. He just asked you to dance before Brian could get back with you, and Brian backed down and let him ask you, didn't he? Right? Out of guilt. Out of guilt. I know. I know. Well, it was before, I know. What was it? School. We were going out to school, and I hadn't yet quit, so I was still 17. You were still 17. Right. I think Connie was like 14 or 15 or 16. I don't know. Right. But who. hmm Why don't I know what happened there, right? And why did Brian try to run me over with the bike when he saw me running towards him? Damn. Like I was a ghost or something. And then there's Joshua. Josh tried to murder somebody. Or murdered somebody. Who'd he murder? Who'd he murder? Not Shane. Not Shane. He reportedly shot him with a gun. Whoever he murdered. But I had survived the wreck. Whatever happened there, I don't know. And I like Darlene too. And you like Darlene too. Mm-hmm. And she's why I'm running around that trailer park anyway. One of the reasons. And that's after Connie, right? Mm-hmm. But I think he was only in jail 10 years. Uh-huh. That's the same thing you get for murder or attempted murder. And see, I ain't got a gun. I don't think. Well, his mom had one, but I don't know. Right.